Yeah, we're back here at 88.3 FM. We want to thank the staff and management of 88.3, Mr. John Freeman and Mr. Charles, better known as Mr. Charlie. Sister Khadijah's not in today. Hopefully, we'll have her back in next week. But then again, next week we might be out here at the state capitol for the big Ronald Green rally. Attorney Ben Crump will be attending, and the family of Tyree Nichols, they will be there. So, and Tamika Mallory and the group Until Freedom, and along with Ms. Mona Horton, the mother of Mr. Ronald Green, we've been supporting them from day one. So please check it out. That's 12:30 next Wednesday, September 27 at 12:30. So check it out. I think a couple of caravans are going out there. Please support this issue. It's election season, and we have to push the issues with our candidates. And like this new candidate come in, we want to deal with just the issues. That's all, just the issues. No personality. It's a person who could best serve the community. Welcome, Mr. Kately. How you doing, my brother?
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good morning. Doing well.
Doing well. Mayor of Parks, Louisiana, the big city of Parks. Don't get mad at me.
No.
I love the improvements. I'm saying personally. I love the improvement because when I go through Parks, it's a breeze. Because I used to travel that road to go to Baton Rouge back in the day to LSU. I used to take the back roads to get on the highway. So it's much improvement. And I know you've been a major part of that. But I know you're running for a different position. And yes, I think it's St. Martin Parish President?
St. Martin Parish President.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
All right. I'm Kevin J. Kately, born and raised in St. Martinville. Whole family's from St. Martinville. My married to Jennifer Thomas Kately, which works for the school board for the last 32 years, St. Martin Parish School Board. So, worked for St. Martin Parish School Board for the last 32 years. Been the mayor for 3 terms. Worked real hard, and like I always tell everybody, it's never I, it's a we. It's something that we have to do together as a team to improve. I know you mentioned a few minutes ago that in regards to the city or the village is looking so good. Mm-hmm. It's not all Kevin Kately's work. Yeah, it's everybody's work. It's everybody's work. I can't take the credit. Mm-hmm. I can't take the credit because it wasn't for the guy that was inside the wheelchair, and we was looking. The council members and I was looking at, man, we need to put a better restroom. An open restroom to where the handicaps can go inside the restroom. So it's just a community thing. Mm-hmm. Anything you do in the political field, it has to be a community. Mm-hmm.
So getting to the heart of the matter, what made you want to run for St. Martin Parish President?
Well, here's the deal. There's a need for a leader. And I'm not talking bad about nobody else. I'm just saying Mr. Cedars decided that he was going to retire. So I know what I'm doing now in Parks, I can bring that to the parish. There's definitely a need for leadership. We had great leadership with Mr. Cedars, but we have to continue that. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that people talk about, we have to go out there and fight for it. One of the major things I want to do, I want to give the parish back to the people. Mm-hmm. Let them start making decisions. Let them come out and try to improve St. Martin Parish together.
Okay. Well, let's go to the top of the agenda. Crime. What can you handle the issues dealing with crime with the concerns of the citizen?
Well, the citizens, being a law enforcement officer, that's my background. Okay. Before I became mayor. One of the biggest things is community policing. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why. I used to be in charge of community policing in Iberia Parish. Okay. This is a great, great tool. Mm-hmm. And some people might not know what community policing is. Okay. Community policing is basically officers getting out and being involved in the public. Mm-hmm. You cannot always be involved in the public when you want to give tickets or make arrests. You have to be like when they have functions, when they have dinners, just be out there involved. And I promise you, that by doing the community policing, people is going to give you information. Mm-hmm. That's where the biggest thing happens, because a lot of people ain't going to just want to tell you because they might feel they don't trust you. Right. So if you be out there and they can trust you as a community police officer, you can fight a lot of the crime.
Yeah, and crime does not get solved when we have a lot of unsolved murders in South Louisiana.
Yes.
And crime does not get solved if they don't have the trust of law enforcement.
You have to have the trust.
Yeah. Okay.
I did well. I did well in my the term that I served as law enforcement officer, because I went out there and I went to the dinners and the little cookouts and just talk, and it wasn't about going arrest anybody, just talk. Community policing is definitely a good job.
And getting them out there and the people could see who they are and have a relationship with your community.
Oh yes, it's very important. Very important.
Okay, well, let's go another issue at the top of the pyramid. Can you handle the budget? That's look. St. Martin Parish has
over $50 million budget. $50 million, right? They're taking care of almost over 40 buildings that they need to take care of. So I'm just going to give you a little example about me. I see the mic is not working.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a little example about me. We took office in 2015. We had $900,000 in the bank. When I went to the second term, we had $2.5 million in the bank. When I went to my third term, we had $3.2 million in the bank. Now we sitting at $3.7 million in the bank. So asking the question, can I handle a budget? Okay. Yes, I can.
Okay.
But because you have to focus, on making sure that we can pay for the light bill, we can pay for the employees. That's a lot of things involved. It's not just sitting behind an office and smiling. It's a lot involved.
Surround yourself with good people too.
Well, you have to. Yeah. You have to. And I have the knowledge and I have the experience to do that, because I'm doing it now. So going from the mayor to the parish, yes, is a little bit more work, but I can lead the pack, I assure you, with good people around me.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the title of St. Martin Parish, or parish president. What it serves, what capacity it serves. I know it's at the top of the pyramid.
Yes.
But what, for the listening audience out there, and how important this position is?
I mean, it goes down to from drainage to roads to garbage pickup. It's so much entails. It with capital outlay money, with grants. It's so much entails that you have to make sure that you are prepared. And I always learned that you prepare before it even starts.
Right.
So we know when we get hurricanes come, and one of the things that I talk to people about, they talk about St. Martin and Lower St. Martin. I don't believe in that. We're St. Martin.
It's a big parish.
It's a big parish because you have another section by the Morgan City area. So it's St. Martin. It's St. Martin Parish. I know a lot of people are concerned. I mean, just recently with the Spall Bank in Cypress Island, that was a big concern, and that's something that we gotta jump on it now. And I know Mr. Chester Cedars is doing a great job with that, but we got to jump on that now. And we got to continue. And you have to have someone in that seat that can make sure that we deter that flood in that Cypress Island area, even that St. Martinville area, because everybody flooded out there.
Wow. And so that's one of the concerns: flooding, and
drainage is a big concern.
And drainage in St. Martin Parish. As far as let's go to the tourism situation in St. Martin Parish is a very scenic parish. Yes. A lot of waterways and a lot of different venues to participate in things. Or you see any overall improvement that you want to make to St. Martin when it comes to tourism and bringing people in?
Well, you have to. Okay. You have to look at that. I wish Parks has more of a scenery. There's a lot of money that you can go and get to help with that.
Right.
So you want to bring people in, because when they bring them in, they spend money at your places where this is going to bring up the revenue. So listen, I'm a very, how would you say, very aggressive type mayor. I'm going to try to get every cent I can get. Just because I don't fish, if there's a grant for fishing for the people, I'm going to get it.
Right.
We are, or whatever the case may be, we got to hustle for that. Yes.
And how would you characterize St. Martin Parish? Being more rural with smaller towns, or more of a place where everything is growing fast? Because people want to grow certain areas certain ways. Well,
a lot of people are moving towards St. Martin Parish. You have a lot of rural area, but you have different cities inside St. Martin. But look, it's one big great parish that people want to enjoy, and people want to be safe, and people want things to come out there. So that's why I'm going to work hard on trying to get jobs, try to get industries out there. Even we gotta talk about the homeless. Okay, that's another issue that we need to face. I'm not telling you it's big in St. Martin, but we have it. So we got to work. We got to look for programs and try to get the homeless in a house. Yeah. We cannot just keep thinking about one thing. When you become a parish president, you have to think of all, because you are the leader of the board. Right. You have to think of all. So you have to work with your law enforcement, our sheriff. We have to work with him. We have to work with everybody. Okay. Everybody.
Local municipalities. How many municipalities out there in St. You got Parks,
Brobridge,
St. Martinville, and
then we have Stevensville.
Catahoula
is just considered a rural area part. Okay. But I guess you can call it all some of those cities like Cecilia, Catahoula, Henderson. So it's a growing parish. But we have to bring things here. We have to bring industry here to make sure that the people don't move. We want to keep our St. Martin Parish people here.
And any concerns about the interstate? Because the interstate they've been adding on your all section, I guess. Any concerns about that?
Well, no, it haven't been bad. Okay. But what I like, the state is trying to make it convenient, a lot easier for them to get off the highway. So they're doing a great job. But it's always room for improvement. Anywhere you go, there's always room for improvement, and that's what I'm just trying to do.
So you tackling the whole notion of St. Martin Parish president in a positive manner.
Oh yes, my brother. Yes. Look, I don't have time or the strength to sit there and talk bad about anybody. That's just not my thing.
Never go ahead and do.
That's not my style. Yeah. Look, we have to go out and vote, and it's not about a racial thing. It's about all race. We have to just go out and vote. Vote for the person that you feel that is the best candidate for the job. Everybody wants to win. Yeah. Everybody wants to win. I mean, I can only tell you about me. Right. I know I have the most experience, most qualified, because I'm doing the job now. Right. I know I can go and at least be 70% more advanced. So I want to be your parish president because I want to make sure that we come together as one, as a team, and continue moving St. Martin Parish forward. I have a saying. It's called progress, never power. And I believe in that because you barely ever see me with a shirt that says mayor. Yeah, right. I don't
see you with a suit too many times.
No, because I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna jump on the excavator. Yeah, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna pick up trash if I have to. Yeah. I mean, it's just the type of character person that I am. I don't do it for publicity. I don't do it just because it's election. Yeah. Everybody know the 3 terms I've been in office. Right. I'm gonna jump on the excavator.
I know you supported the car show. Good friend Antonio Jackson. Shout out to him for hooking us up on the radio. In Parks. So that was a great experience. To have an event like that. All the community came together at that time. It
was nice. It was beautiful. And that's the thing we want to bring. We want to bring things in St. Martin Parish that's going to boost up the economy. But also, I don't feel that someone from the St. Martin Parish area should have to go somewhere else to do an event or any type of event. Right. If they're from St. Martin Parish, we should keep it in St. Martin Parish. But we also should make it convenient for them and easy and work with them to get it done.
Now, anything you see on the horizon that would be overly concerning to you in St. Martin Parish that you need to, if elected, day one, to have an agenda to pursue?
Well, I'm going to tell you, majority of the people that I've been talking throughout the parish from Arnerville to Stevensville is drainage, road repair, boosting up the economy, bringing jobs. This is something, like I told someone the other day, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent. If your house drainage need to be clean, it doesn't matter who come clean it. We just need it to be clean. So that's one of the over concerns that a lot of people talk to me about. Let's try to bring jobs here. Let's make sure our drainage are clean. Let's repair our roads. And like I told them, there's a lot of parts to it. I went to Stevensville, same exact thing. They're concerned drainage, road repair, bringing jobs, just making sure the people just want to feel safe. And when they put you in that leader position, you want to make sure that you take care of the people. That's the whole point.
And as far as industry coming to St. Martin Parish, having access to people who can fill those positions, what you see in St. Martin Parish that it might be a concern or not, you know?
Well, I mean, the thing is, once I get in, I want to check and see who wants to come here. Mm-hmm. We have to bring jobs here.
Right.
We have to bring jobs to St. Martin Parish. There's just no doubt. Think about this. You're boosting up your economy. Mm-hmm. You're giving jobs. And you're getting taxpayers' money. You're getting tax money off of that. So, yeah, we want to bring, because we have I-10.
Right.
Then we have the industrial towards the Cade area.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of space that we possibly can bring the industry here. It's just we have to bring it here. We have to be hungry enough to get them over here.
Yeah, and to fill those positions, you know, young people to fill the position. And I know some people are moving out. Louisiana, a lot of young people graduating, but I think with them the concern is having jobs in all the different locations. You know,
yes.
whether it's Lafayette or St. Martin Parish or New Iberia and so forth. That's the concern. You know?
Well, the thing in Acadiana, we have to make sure we keep the jobs here. Mm-hmm. We don't want people that's from here bringing their business to Texas or anywhere else. We want to try to keep it here. I know a few of the parish presidents around this area, and they talked to me already. And it was like, you know, Mayor, if you get in, hey, look, we with you 100%. You know, we're gonna work with you, and that's a good positive thing. And you know, like I tell them, whoever gets in, we need to come together as one,
right, and
make this work. And it's going to help us out. The KDN area is going to help everybody out.
So what you see, manufacturing more. We need in St. Martin Parish. Need more manufacturing, more tech job. You know, tech is a big thing. Yes. More. Jobs in service to the community, such as home health jobs, because we know Louisiana has a burgeoning elderly population. Is growing more in the future. They're going to need more nurses and more doctors and more assistants, people to assist these people. So what you see?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I don't discriminate whatever it is, whatever we can bring. You know, because like you just said, there's a big need for nurses. Yeah. There's a big need for industry. Mm-hmm. You know, but the thing is, we have to bring them here. So as you bring them, you can learn what else we need and then start bringing that also. But yeah, we definitely need industry. We need nursing. You know, the healthcare is a big factor right now. Yeah. It's a big factor. So this is the things we need to bring to St. Martin Parish and make sure that the people stay here.
Right.
Stay here.
Okay. Wow, I mean, this brother right here he hit me at all cylinders, man. I can't slow him down, and the thing is also to get the information out to the people about why you need to vote. You know, and that's the only negative thing I'm gonna say about voter apathy. You and I had that discussion.
Yes.
Give people a reason to vote for that person, that issue, that place, or that thing. You know, what do you see? Or what can you say to the person, the potential voter out there, to make them vote for Mr. Kevin Keatley?
Always remember, your vote is a voice. Mm-hmm. You have to go out and vote and exercise your right to vote. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Mexican. Mm-hmm. It does not matter. You have to go out and vote. One of the things that I learned in my history in the public servant, a lot of people want things, but a lot of times the political leaders ask for one thing. It's just for you to go vote, and you don't do that. So a lot of times when you asking or going to that particular spot where it could be law enforcement, the parish, the cities, you're asking for help, but you don't exercise your right to vote. Mm-hmm. So if they tell you no, or I can't do it, sometimes they get mad. But the only way you can hurt a politician is to go vote. Because that's going to be your voice. They're going to know, okay, there's things you needed to be done. You didn't want to do it. You know what? I'm going to be one of the votes that's going to try to get you out or try to put you in. It's just however you want to take it. But it's so important to go vote. With Kevin Keatley, voting for Kevin Keatley, you're going to get someone that's hungry. You're going to get someone that's very aggressive. You're going to get someone that's going to have a true open door policy. You're going to have someone that's going to answer his phone. I just believe in that.
So we could sit down with you. We have an issue we want to discuss. We could sit down with Kevin KIEE.
Well, you could come. You could come to the office. I'll come meet you at your house.
Yeah, I had to call him up, and he,
you know,
he said he coming.
I'm a type of guy, and look, I'm not telling you political talk.
Yeah,
the things I'm telling you now because I'm doing it now. Right. At my office right now, if I have Mr. Leroy in my office, and we having a meeting, and someone walk up to the door. And walk in the building and say, look, I'd like to see the mayor. I'm going to ask Mr. Leroy, give me a second. Let me just go acknowledge him. Because we can't be so active during election time and don't be active afterwards.
There you go. That's the voter apple that I'm getting.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, a lot of them talk the talk. I'm going to have an open door policy. I'm going to answer my phone.
And that door be locked.
all the time. And I'm not telling you all.
Yeah.
You know, but I strongly believe if someone get in their vehicle to come see you is of importance. So you have to at least acknowledge.
Well, I'm going to tell you this story, the people this story. And I'm no endorsement of any particular candidate, but we did the car show with that Brother Antonio and Mr. Paradin. And Mayor Melinda attended St. Martin at that time, and Mr. KIEE. And they did a walkthrough, but they invited us to go see the new building.
Yes, you can't see my new city hall.
The new city hall. And he open his door. So that's I'm just giving you this tidbit of factual stuff, not an endorsement of anybody in particular, but more of what my understanding of Mr. KIEE, how his open door policy. I guess he opened the door for me, like you said.
Well, you know, it was. I strongly believe in open door. You know, like I said earlier, the only way things gonna work, we have to do it together.
Yeah.
You know, that city hall. I'm very excited because we built it. I didn't build the city hall. We built the city hall. The community built the city hall. The public built the city hall. The taxpayers built the city hall. So why would we shut them out? I want to let them see what they built.
I was amazed because many years I passed down that circle and passed that back road, and I said, well, where Parks at on the map? Now I see Parks.
Well, we trying to get Parks on the map. We trying to get Parks on the map. Yes. Yes. Yes, we're going to work hard. We have some great people out there. We have some great people in St. Martin Parish. You know, my thing is, and I strongly believe in that, is just giving the parish back to the people. Because here's the thing that I look at, and many times that I talk to people. If you do for one, do for all. If you can't do for one, don't do for the other. We got to keep it equally. And I know there's different situations, but if it's the simplest thing, don't tell that person no. And go do it for the other person because who they are. I said that I went to a farm the other day, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't care if you stay in a $200 trailer or a $2 million home. In my eyes, you're the same. And if you don't look at it that way, you shouldn't apply, or you shouldn't even go and register to be any type of politician or any type of mayor, council member. If you don't be open-minded to the public, because I put myself in their shoes.
Right.
Once I do that, I can never go wrong. And I've been doing that for years. And then when I took it over to the mayor, I put myself in their shoes.
Yeah. Well. I mean, you had them terms in Parks. How does it feel, in a sense that if elected, you be moving on? I mean, you regret, you know. I mean, you might have some regrets after the fact that you're not taking on too much.
No. You know, some people ask me that, like, Mayor, man, why are you leaving Parks? Like some of the constituents in Parks. But like I tell them, I'm not leaving Parks. I'm not. I'm not leaving. Because you know what? I can bring more things to Parks. I can bring more things to Brobridge, to St. Martinville, to Catahoula, to Stevensville. We could bring more things to, because everybody has people they know that can help out. You know, so I'm not leaving Parks at all.
And I'm pretty sure you did your research on St. Martin Parish, and the budget is a pretty big budget.
Oh, it's very big.
Very big.
It was over $50 million budget. So it's a pretty big budget that you got to make sure. Like I said, you have over 40 buildings you have to take care of. But one of the things that I figured, and that's something we have to get with the council members. You know, we have all these buildings. Let's try to combine them to a few buildings. We're paying insurances. I know our insurance went up. Everybody's insurance, as far as government, went up tremendously. Right. So let's try to get rid of some of these buildings and put everybody, all these little side buildings under one hub and make it work. And now you're going to only have one insurance instead of having 20 buildings that nobody occupying or two people occupying. So it just, you got to get together. You have to get with the people. Yeah, you have to get with the people and just try to figure out what they need. And that's some of the things that, we just throwing ideas out. So I promise you, we're not going to just come inside St. Martin Parish office and sit down and try to regroup for a whole year. No, we coming in running.
And one of the things that I kind of passed over, I said I was going to ask you, I like that, them two questions that I didn't ask right off the top. I had to ask you. But one of the things I was thinking about asking you about, hurricane protection. That's an important issue. The parish I live in Iberia, we have to deal with that. And you being a parish president, potentially parish president, you might want to tell the public how you feel about when it comes to getting the public prepared for a hurricane or something like that.
Well, that's exactly what I said earlier. We can't wait. We have to prepare year round because and I know, Southwest Louisiana, you never know what's going to happen at any given day. Yeah. You can have a tornado in the middle of the summer. You just never know. So we have to prepare. We have to prepare and make sure that we're safe. And that's what I was telling about the Spall Bank. That is a big issue, a very big issue. Stevensville, that's a big issue, a very big issue. We know it's a low area, so we got to jump on that year round. We got to make sure the drainage are good. Because the smallest little rain can really hurt the people. Yeah. So we got to stay focused on that.
When it comes, I know we talked about flooding and stuff like that. What areas flood more than others?
Well, we really, I mean, it just depends. Like Cypress Island really got hit hard. They really got hit hard, man. And then now the Spall Bank is kind of down. So that's, like I said, the next person that comes in, you got to start running. There's no trying to catch up and try to figure out. You have to get out there and really jump on it. Stevensville is another a location. Cecilia, this the whole parish. I mean, everybody has some certain concerns that we need to address, and we need to be aggressive on it.
Yeah, and having what would you call a situation where people could be informed of like emergencies and disasters and stuff like that.
They've been doing a great job, the parish, but like advertising and just being prepared. We have to let the people know way ahead of time. I don't care if it's social media, news, whatever the case may be. We have to jump on things early in advance. You can't wait. I mean, like I said, we know Southwest Louisiana. You never know what can happen, especially during hurricane season. One day it could be sunny. Next day it could be a disaster. So we have to prepare ourselves way before. And we have some great people at the sheriff's office that monitors that stays on that. The parish also does a great job on it. We have to continue being aggressive about it.
Okay. So what do you want to say overall to the public? I mean,
I want them to vote for number 86, Kevin J. Cately.
You got a high number there.
Yes, number 86. I want them to vote for number 86 and do know that I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be very attentive because I learned just because you're in charge, you don't always have to be in charge.
Right.
You have to give the public the opportunity.
You work with other governmental officials?
You have to work with them. You have to give the people the opportunity to voice their opinions because their opinions could be great. Don't think because I'm the parish president that I know it all. No, that's why I always rely on the community to guide me. If you don't do that and think you know it all.
You plan on changing anything when it's concerning, I just say when you have the meetings and so forth or the events, you plan on changing any way the parish president operates as far as the general public?
One of the things that I want to do, every 2 or 3 months, I want to set meetings up. That's on a regular. That's going to be scheduled, what I'm going to do. I'm not real sure if the parish is doing it now, so I can't answer that. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. One of the things, when I become the next parish president, every 2 to 3 months, we're going to pick every location throughout the parish. and we're gonna have meetings. Like I'm gonna go, say in February, go to St. Martinville, have a meeting there. Then maybe in say April, go to Cecilia, have a meeting there, and just throughout the whole year, go to everywhere. Stevensville, go there, like every 2-3 months. And just try to figure out a location that we need to go. We need to go and have monthly meetings, have the concerns, voice your opinion, voice your angerness, whatever it is. But the only way you're gonna know if there's a problem, you have to be active in the community.
And work with that parish council.
Oh, yes, you have to work with your parish. It's just no doubt about it because they're a lot of your ears and eyes. You have to work with them. If you don't work with your council, it's kind of defeating the purpose. You have to work with your council and just try to build the parish up together because, they elect us to be leaders. So we have to lead. But we can't lead alone. We have to lead with the community. So vote for Kevin J. Keatley, number 86 on your ballot, October the 14th. And the early voting starts September the 30th. So go out, go vote. I promise you, I won't let you down. We're going to bring that same energy that we take from parks, bring it to the parish. We're gonna do some improvements.
A major cost show. He promising that.
Well, we got to try to bring all kind of shows if you want. Just bring some things out there that's gonna keep us in St. Martin Parish. The people that live in St. Martin Parish, keep them in St. Martin Parish.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Keatley. You got some more?
No. Okay. No. I didn't know if you have any questions.
No. We good on that because we want, like I said, we want to go positive.
Yes.
Completely positive. And
yes, sir.
That's Mr. Kevin Keatley. I appreciate the brother coming in because not too many politicians take the call to come on the open line. But Mr. Keatley, being an all-around brother like he is, he took the call and he came on and he delivered.
Well, thank you all very much and God bless.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back, people, in a minute.